few years ago, we did an article in Vice magazine called General Butt Naked versus the Two-Pack Army about a particularly fierce Liberian warlord called Butt Naked who fought naked, his child soldiers fought naked, and they were cannibals. So we asked Rambo if he knew him by chance, and he said, in fact, we're from the same tribe, I know him well. And he promised to set up an interview while we did our follow-up in the brothels of West Point. Driving into West Point at night is pretty freaky. There's no electricity grid in Monrovia, so it's pitch black.
It's kind of like if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound? Like if a fucking van goes missing. Hit it on the wall, hit it on the wall.
So it's the craziest, fucking scariest drive ever. Down here we got a little bit lost in the port. And you couldn't see anything, there's no electricity, and then you just see like people wandering around, fucking shit, piss, fucking yelling at us, ah, we want money, we want money. Now there's no lights in here, we're gonna go in here. This is the brothel. We're gonna see what's going on. Hello. How are you? A lot of dudes are coming in now, it's crazy. I don't know where we're going. Straight. Wow. That room looks, this is the exemplification of hell, really.
Right now we're in chalet number 5. Huh?
I don't know what happens in here, but I don't want to know. Wow. What the fuck goes on in here, dude? Wow, 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 wow. Well, we were here a little bit earlier. There was used condoms and blood-stained sheets, and now they sort of done it up. So we're gonna interview some of the girls, see what they have to say. We have a code for when something's freaky. We go, it's nar nar. Nar nar. One of the things we had heard since we arrived in Liberia was about the alleged sexual misconduct by the UN staff. So we asked the girls at the brothel about it.
I see UN guys having sex with small children. Have you seen it?
Yes. The jail has sex with you, they throw you off for the area, they beat you from. I received some beating and off for them.
No support, nothing. No suffering. No job, nothing.
I live here. They call it paradise.
Okay, paradise.
I want you to give me a job.
Yeah.
For myself.
What sort of work do you do in West Point now?
I'm a beautician.
Okay.
I keep in a cosmetology school.
All right.
From Rendition.
Okay.
Which is on a CAP.
All right.
Training assistant program.
Okay.
I want to tell him that I got my certificate.
All right.
I got everything for myself.
Okay.
But I will never go further till he give me what I want.
Okay.
Now.
All right. We will talk about listen to me. Listen to me. Sit down and listen.
That's my eyeball.
Listen.
I will tell my whole life story. Me, I'm an orphanage child. I get no pa, I get no mom. My picture there. My picture there. You don't know what come out. My picture there.
As soon as the girl started screaming, a bunch of heads popped into the room. And then when she started screaming about money, everyone was going, money, 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 where's the money? And at that point, Nagbe said to us, you better get the hell out of here. So we sort of took off through the tangled alleyways and just tried to get back to the car. So we're getting the fuck out of here right now. And when we got to the car, our driver, who was also supposed to be our security, was so freaked out that he peeled out, nearly hit a group of people that had surrounded the car.
Stop.
And if you hit a group of people down deep in West Point, that was it. It was a death sentence. They would have tore us apart.
That was very fucking heavy. Dude. It's like, whenever I get into weird situations, I just try to envisage myself explaining it to my dad. So Dad, just to recap, worst slum in history, heroin, hookers, white, fat men. He'd probably say, you're a stupid little fucker. You deserve to die.
And to make things even freakier, as we're pulling out of West Point, Rambo texts Miles and says, not only does Butt Naked want to do the interview, but that he's waiting at our hotel for us.
Yeah, now we're going back to sanity to hang out with an ex-cannibal, multi-murderer, who's now staying in our hotel and decided not to leave because if we're there, he wants to hang out. Meanwhile, he knows I have tons of money and he's on the run because people want to kill him. Should I just leave my door open, General? Do you want to come in?
You mentioned about sacrifices. Can you give us maybe an estimate how many civilians you think lost their lives when your group was fighting or as a direct result?
It should not be less than 20,000.
Now, we are very nervous to meet General Butt Naked, and he's very nervous to meet us because he's had several assassination attempts against him, and he wants to meet us and vet us before he'll okay an interview. When we told him about our escape from West Point that night, he laughed and he seemed to ease up. And after that, he asked for a phone, he called Rambo, and it was on.
Hey, Diko. Yeah. Blayo. What's up? Joshua Blai, Butt Naked. Jauli, eh?
Yeah, some white guys. They are good guys. The guys are good guys, man. Tell the boss lady hi, yeah? More Blai now.
But you became converted, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Joshua Bly now who they call Evangelist Bly?
Yeah.
We asked the general, now known as Joshua Blahi, why people were trying to kill him, and he told us that it was because he had been recently pardoned for his war crimes. And when we asked how he got pardoned, he told us it was his conversion to Christ and his becoming a man of God.
Because when I got convicted, it was a household news. Everybody in Liberia, General Butt Naked got convicted all over Africa. Because the first question people ask me, they say, Joshua, don't you think you decide to be Christian so that you can escape persecution? And I said, no.
Because I could have gone back.
I could have gone back. Several times I was attacked. And I told them, if anybody want to kill me, you only kill me because 2 years ago I fought you, or you don't like what I'm preaching. But I cannot go back to my vomit. I have left the war and wow, it was all over.
So we talked with Joshua late into the night until he told us to get to bed because the next day he was going to show us his Liberia.
Mama.